My name is Maureen, and I'm doing my intervention on managing academic anxiety with an antecedent writing activity. I found this intervention on interventioncentral.org, which I'm sure many of you have used as well. And it has a ton, and the one that stuck out to me at first was under academic anxiety. And this is because this is something that I know myself personally and a lot of my friends and fellow classmates have experienced. I think I really started for me when I was in high school and college. And school was being taken a little more seriously, and this activity is designed to help students deal with that, because if a student's experiencing academic anxiety or test anxiety, it can really negatively impact their performance. When a student comes in and they're just filled with all these anxiety-ridden thoughts, they're not going to be able to really think about what they studied, what they learned, and do well on the test. So the way that this intervention works is it's a writing activity that the teacher administers to the entire class before they take the test. So the kids would come in, settle down, and then you would pass out a worksheet with the writing activity on it. And I just made up a quick one because the website didn't have one. I just put a little meme on it and the directions, very simple. You just say something along the lines of that you want them to write honestly, how they're feeling as they prepare to take the exam, and their thoughts on the exam, if their current feelings differ or are similar to how they feel before they've taken other past tests or similar situations. And then you also want to let the students know that there's no right or wrong answer to this writing activity, and it's also for their eyes only. It's not going to be collected, which I think is important for the students to know, because some students might not feel comfortable writing their feelings and everything on a piece of paper. They wouldn't want to tell their teacher, hey, I feel nervous because I didn't study enough. So this is for their eyes only. You let them know that. And then the activity should be from about 7 to 10 minutes, and you just let them know how long. You say you have 8 minutes to write. Please keep writing until you're told to stop. And the goal of this, or the hope that this activity will do, is it'll kind of clear the student's head out of all those anxiety thoughts, get them out of their head onto paper. That way, after the 8 minutes, everything's out, they could see it in front of them, and then put it away, forget about all those thoughts, your head is clear, and then they are able to focus and perform a lot better on their test or assignment. Two important parts or notes about this activity is that you should administer it to the entire class. It's just easier that way, because if you were to start asking students, oh, who's experiencing test anxiety right now, some kids might not respond honestly, so it's just easier to just hand it out to the entire class. If a student's not experiencing test anxiety, they could still write how they're feeling right now. They could say, I feel really good, I'm prepared for the test, whatever. The entire class participates in it. And then also you want to teach the students how to use this writing activity, this intervention, on their own. So they could use it independently. They could do it at home, before they start their homework. If they get really anxious about a homework assignment that they know is going to be a little stressful, or, writing a big paper, they can just on their own, take out a piece of paper, set their timer for, 7 to 10 minutes, and just write everything out on their own, put it aside, start their work. So yeah, this intervention is not one that I've used personally. I haven't had experience in my own classroom yet or anything like that, but I think it's a really simple intervention that even I could use myself now when I'm doing school for this program and so on. And yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of the interventions that you guys have chosen.